Your reading selection today is the poem Color by Christina Rossetti. And before we get started, I wanted to tell you a little bit about Christina Rossetti. We've read poems by her before. She lived from 1830 to 1894 in Great Britain. She was born into a family of writers, artists, and scholars. She began writing poems at a young age, and she was a well-known poet during her lifetime. Now, again, this genre is poetry, so rhymes are often used. Sometimes sentences are broken into their own lines. Words are often repeated, and a lot of times there is a rhythm or meter to the poem. What is your favorite color is the essential question that I want you to think about. And the comprehension strategy we're going to use is visualizing. That's a good one to use with poems. Visualizing. Now remember, visualizing helps the reader picture what the author is describing using their own experiences, in addition to all of their senses. All right, so you use your 5 senses while you are visualizing and making your mental movie. So Color by Christina Rossetti, illustrated by Holly Clifton Brown. What is pink? A rose is pink by a fountain's brink. Okay, so I want you to stop and I want you to make sure that you're making a mental movie, a picture in your mind as we're reading this poem. So think about what it's asking you to do. A rose is pink, so that's that flower, that rose, by a fountain's brink, so near that rose. All right, so maybe even close your eyes, and I want you to try to picture these things in your head as I read it to you. What is red? A poppy's red in its barley bed. What is blue? The sky is blue where the clouds float through. What is white? A swan is white, sailing in the light. What is yellow? Pears are yellow, rich and ripe and mellow. All right. Are you picturing a pear tree in your mind? Are you visualizing? What is green? The grass is green, with small flowers between. What is violet? The clouds are violet in the summer twilight. What is orange? Why an orange? Just an orange. All right, I want you to look at the pictures. I want you to look at the illustrations on these 2 pages for this poem, and I'm going to read it again. And I want you to try and make that mental movie. Think about where you are that's describing all these different things. What is pink? A rose is pink by a fountain's brink. What is red? A poppy's red in its barley bed. What is blue? The sky is blue where the clouds float through. What is white? A swan is white, sailing in the light. What is yellow? Pears are yellow, rich and ripe and mellow. What is green? The grass is green, with small flowers between. What is violet? Clouds are violet in the summer twilight. What is orange? Why an orange? Just an orange. Now, when you're picturing where you are, where you can see all of these things with all these different colors, are you inside or are you outside? Yeah, I think I'm outside. And I'm by a pond, and so I can see all the flowers because, roses and poppies too are types of flowers, where I can see the sky and the clouds. And in the pond, there could be a swan, and the trees that are surrounding might be pear trees, and the grass is so green. So I think I'm outside when I'm thinking about this poem. All right, I will be sure to include your discussion starters so you can talk about this with your big person. Oh, there is one vocabulary word that I want to talk to you about, and that's that word ripe. Rich and ripe and mellow. Ripe.
Ripe, ready to be eaten. Those apples are ripe. They will be eaten. Ripe.
Okay, ripe means ready to be eaten, all right? Because when a fruit just starts to grow, it's not ready yet. So have you ever seen your bananas when they come home? They're not always yellow, right? Sometimes they're green. So they have to change from green to yellow to become ripe, ready to be eaten. All right, again, I will include your discussion starters